Salinski goes back to back in Vegas. There it is.
Chris, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Jim, are you there?
Are taking center stage here in what promises to be a very enticing match. We get a chance to see Kelly Fisher, certainly one of the pre-event favorites. 48 players started out. We're all back at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino here in fabulous Las Vegas, and the 21-year-old from Serbia having a very good look to see whether or not her cue ball is closer to that top cushion than is Kelly Fisher's. And I don't know if you can hear me or not, Chris, but this is so close they may have a relag.
Yeah, it's very close there. I'm very curious to see what is the ref gonna make him relag?
Well, or she's made a decision, one or the other. But the format, just to remind you, if you're joining us for the first time, it's 2 sets, both races to 4. And if it goes 1 set apiece, we're treated to the shootout. And we've had plenty of those in the first few days here at the Rio. But you've got to think that Kelly Fisher, a prohibitive favorite in this match. I don't know a lot about young lady from Serbia, and I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Bojana Šarac.
Yeah, so this is actually a finals rematch from Austria. Kelly won the Austria Predator Pro Billiard Series Open, and this was the finals where Bojana, I think that's how she told me to say it, she said Bojana. Yeah, she is the one that lost to Kelly in the finals of that tournament. So this is a rematch. They're pretty familiar with each other.
Oh, very cool. I know I always count on my good buddy Mark White for all the help with these ladies. He followed the ladies' action very closely. And there's so many good young players out there. But I guess more significantly in this game, you never take anybody lightly. You just worry about your own game. And this is correct, an opening. That cue ball slows down. It may have just given her room to get to that 2, Chris, but maybe not.
Yeah, I think she's going to have to slightly masse around the 8 and spin in the 2 and hopefully get a shot in the 3 in the pocket where she just made the 1.
Yeah, the double kiss was always on there. And she was looking to try and avoid it. She's gotten a little bit of a break. She hasn't left an easy shot at the 2, possible 2-4 combination, but fraught with danger. And no guarantee you're going to land on the 2, even if you get the 4.
Yeah, I like shooting the combo, but I think she's going to go in between the 3-5. Shot there. Can't you see the 2 ball, Jim?
Yeah, it's close. It's certainly an easy hit. But it looks like she might be able to hit it full, and cue ball be going into the 10 and the 8. No, it went right through the. She intended contacting one of those balls to stay for position on the 3. Now she's still got a long 3, but very missable.
Yeah, very missable shot, but with the cue ball running right into the 10 to hold it for the 4, she's got to go for it. Guess not. Good shot.
Yeah, I was about to say I was treated to some terrific ladies play yesterday. Sophia Mast and young Savannah Easton. That was a match that ended up going to a shootout, and then a very high quality match between Margaret Feflova-Steyer and Christina Tkach. And mistakes were at a premium in that one.
Yeah, it went a little short on the kick here. I thought it was going to lengthen out a little more, and it did not. So ball in hand for Kelly. It looks as though she's going to play the 5. Well, now she has to play in the side pocket.
Yeah, that wasn't intended, but it's actually worked out perfect. She's got the nice angle on the 5 to drop onto the 6. And that's a lot straighter than I think she would have liked. Gonna have to thump this one in. I don't know whether that 8-10 are set. She hasn't really had a look at it yet, but it looks close from her overhead camera. Yeah, the way she's played that, no. But again, short of intended speed. Well, we do apologize if there's any audio issues if you're watching us. Just a few technical problems we're trying to get sorted, but bear with us, folks. The best in the building are on it. Now, what a shot there from Kelly. Needs that cue ball to get away from that side cushion, and it didn't listen. Test of cueing here. And snatchy, very snatchy action. A lot quicker than she normally comes through that white. Now can Bojana make her pay for that miss? There's your answer. Good shot, and opens her account secure in the first rack. And certainly give Kelly something to think about, that missed 10. Yeah, many of the Pro Billiard Series events have been owned by Kelly Fisher. And she comes into every single one brimming with confidence. Rack number 2. Very controlled break. Erring more on the side of keeping that white in the middle of the table than power. Well, that bank was worth taking simply because it offered position to the 2. And obviously the safety end of the shot as well. No chance here. Got a little angle on the 2. 3 doesn't look like it goes to either corner, so she's got to get below it to play the 3 in the side. And that's a great shot. Terrific control of that white ball. And ensuring the angle on the 4 to drop nicely onto the 5. Yeah, this has got a lot of promise, this visit. Just slightly overran what would have been perfect position on the 5. She'd like to have been able to play that 6 up to the top corner. She may have to go around the angles now and play it to the same pocket she's playing this 5. That means forcing the cue ball and traveling. She didn't travel far enough. Very thin cut if she takes this on. Yeah, I like this shot a lot better. Erring on the side of caution, and again, good cue ball, good 6. She's got the 10 as a blocker. Well, there might just be enough of that 6 poking its nose out where Kelly can get aggressive with this. Try and carve it into the bottom corner. Whoa, and the 10 coming to her aid. Great shot. She's not out of the woods yet, though. Very straight on the 7 means she won't be able to get that cue ball too far from that side cushion. Well, she tried. She tried to force it, create an angle that wasn't there. And Kelly Fisher's staring a 2-0 deficit smack in the face. Now my commentating partner, he's having some technical issues. I'm hoping you can all hear me. But whatever is ailing us, we're hoping they're going to be able to sort it out. But certainly pictures tell the story here. This young 21-year-old Serbian star, 2-0 in front of Kelly Fisher. So a possible upset on the cards, certainly in the early going. And Kelly, I think the way she's sitting in her chair, she knows she's been the benefactor of her own missed opportunities. Rack number 3 upcoming. And again, from the middle of the table. The 6 finds gravity, and it looks like that 1's traveled far enough to leave itself at Bojana's mercy over the side pocket. Now she's got to negotiate through the traffic to get back towards the 2 in the middle of the table, because the angle's taken the cue ball away from the middle of the table. It's got to miss that 3 and 4. Great shot. Little love from the 2 there. And back in perfect position. Now she's looking at the combination, but the angle she's got on this 2, she could get anywhere to attack that 3 without having to fade a high-risk combination. Looks like there's about 12 inches between the 3 and the 4. That's not her best positional effort. The 3 still available, it looks like, to the bottom right corner, but she's playing this into a blind pocket where your line of sight is looking away from the intended target.
Hey guys, I think I'm back. Can you hear me now?
I can certainly hear you. Welcome back, partner.
Awesome. What did I miss?
Well, you've missed a 2-0 start from Bojana, and I'll tell you what, the way she's going, she's looking like she may increase that lead to 3-0. Terrific shot on the 3 there.
Is this the first time you're seeing Bojana play?
It is.
Yeah, very solid game, and she's really good friends with Alexa Pasel. However you say that last name, a Serbian top player, and I'm sure they learn a lot from each other.
Well, I'm getting a quick who's who in watching her play because she doesn't look like she's in any way intimidated by Kelly Fisher. And I've got her birth year at 2002 and making her 21 years old. She's very young, and I'll tell you what, definitely a star of the future, and quite possibly the present.
Looks very steady so far. We'll see if she can keep the nerves down and get through the ball like she has been.
Well, she's actually done all the hard work in this rack. And this is right from the break too, Chris.
Beautiful stroke there.
Yeah, very steady over the cue too. A minimal amount of effort required. She's got great fundamentals. And pre-shot routine, very consistent. And wow. Don't know if everyone's as impressed as I am, but 3-0. Bojana in front. Coming into this one, I thought that Kelly would be one of the players in this where it would be just one of those practice sessions, just get her back arm going and go through the motions. All she had to do was show up. Boy, did I misread that one.
Yeah, and she, even though she's 21, she might look like she's, much younger, so it sneaks up on you. We gotta take her very serious.
Well, I already alluded to the fact that she's quite possibly a star of the future. Kelly doesn't really want that future to come just quite so soon.
Yeah, Kelly's hoping that it comes next tournament.
$18,000 up for grabs to the eventual winner. $60,000 the total purse. 48 ladies into the starting blocks and making their way to the Rio here in Las Vegas.
Good solid hit on the 1. But nothing fell.
Yeah,
Kelly's
thin
turn
cut on
for
the one
redemption
here on offer.
And you want to just go straight up and down in between the 4 and the 2, and then play the 2 in the side pocket. but you want to play it with pace to make sure that you hit it with enough pace to make sure that the one ball has enough pace to go in the pocket, right? Beautiful shot, but don't scratch. Okay, I think she's good here if it goes past the 3.
Yeah, she's looking down the line. I think it does. We'll see if Kelly can make any inroads into this deficit.
It appears to be that if she gets on the 5, it should be smooth sailing from there on out. But this 3 to the 4 to the 5 is very tricky.
No, she played that one nicely.
You can tell by her mannerisms that she's going to work. You know, she's doing that little extra time around the table and really making sure that everything is correct. Good stroke there. Just don't get jacked up over the 10. I think she's good.
Yeah, just off the side cushion. Play the 7 into the side pocket, the opposite side of the table.
Looks good from here, Jim.
Yeah, you'd be shocked how many balls I've missed from the commentary box.
How many? Does it rhyme with hero?
Yeah, sadly, no.
Yeah,
this
looks like
is a
she's
lot
letting her
more
stroke out now.
confident look. Thumps that 10 into the bottom of the corner and waits for the white to stop rolling. Ball's on the table. She's off the mark. But a long way back, still trailing 3-1, but the winner break format favors a player overhauling a lead. Now, if she can find the measure of the break. She watched her opponent break and run out to secure I think it was the second or third rack that Bojana broke and ran out. Well, Kelly needs to
And I know I
give us
don't.
a carbon copy of one of those.
Speaking of carbon, that BK Rush comes in a lot of different colors, and I like the way that lime green looks, or that yellow. The gold, is that gold? Yeah, gold Rush. One ball on the side.
Yeah, just a huge difference in power, isn't there, between Kelly Fisher's break and Bojana's break. And that grin is more of a grimace because she is looking at a total eclipse to the 2.
You know, using right-hand English off the rail, it's a good two-way shot if you use the correct speed to try to go for the 2, and if you hit it a little too thick, it'll hit that rail and come right back out to the middle diamond. So you generally end up with a safe as well. And you're going towards the 3 for position, so maybe a shot to look at. But that might be why I'm commentating, because I do shots that involve a little too much spice, you know?
A little too high risk.
That's right.
That's how we got here, Chris.
Yeah, you can't risk it for the biscuit, right?
We knew what side of the cameras we were going to be on.
Look at this. Almost a very, very, very diabolical safe behind the 9 there, but it's a two-way shot where both balls had a chance of getting safe, and she kept the 2 in the correct spot, so she's still in a good spot.
Kelly has opted for the side. One cushion. This is close.
Beautiful.
Wow, what about that shot? What about that shot?
Wow.
I don't know if there was any applause out there because everything's been muted for us, Chris, but there had to be some applause after that effort from Kelly Fisher.
And there was applause in my house, and it's just me, so I'm sure that there was more out there, for sure.
Well, she knew the cue ball was going into the 10, but she didn't get that white up nearly as far to attack the 4-5 combination as she intended. So, field discretion here. About a quarter ball hit, really, if she wants to run with a cue ball, or she could try and, I was going to say, try and keep it behind the 9, but that's not her best effort either. Matter of fact,
I felt like that shot was definitely risky.
Yeah, that was a horrible effort. There's no way that that she was looking for a contact like that. If she was trying to stay behind the 9, she's miles away. Bojana with a quick look at the shot clock. 30-second shot clock. Both players have to be mindful of. But this is a big chance. Cue ball is going to be tracking back up table towards 5.
Beautiful shot, beautiful stroke, and it looks like she's going to have just enough angle to force this to the 6 past the 8. Did she get there? Yeah, it looks great. Great position, great cue ball. That's the most important part in that shot. So you don't have to do the extra work and force yourself onto a different position for the 7.
Four shots away from securing set number 1. And in convincing fashion.
Interesting. I would have liked to roll forward a little bit there.
Well, she must be pretty comfortable with the rake. This is the Achilles heel of many good players.
Using a beautiful parry cue there. Very clean look. Kelly, sponsored by Predator, I believe.
She's going to have to play this with a bit of pace too, so anytime a lot more force is required, you got to stay still.
Getting just enough on this one. Good stroke, kind of. What I like about Bojana is she plays within her game, and she plays very well, keeping it short, sweet, and simple.
Slices
shot.
that 10 in and secures the opening set, a 4-1 win. Bojana Šarac, what a terrific out. And Kelly Fisher very quickly to take a quick break. You have to be impressed. I certainly am. I didn't know what to expect in this match, but I know now, as do all of our viewers. Looks like Bojana is going to take a little break as well. Well, Chris, we seem to have gotten a lot of the audio issues sorted out. I know that, you know, the early going, it sounded like we were both commentating from a cave. I think my colleague might have taken a break as well. Well, we're getting ready for the resumption of this match. Kelly Fisher having dropped the opening set. Now the best she can do as she places that cue ball to break to kick off this second set is try and force a shootout. And a dry break, but she hasn't given Bojana anything on the one. And Bojana electing to kick at that. She could have pushed out, but she'd like the chances of being able to lay Kelly in the tall weeds. I don't know whether she called that 5. I doubt it. Bojana certainly didn't hear her call the 5 either.
Beautiful shot there.
Yeah, pretty easy hit. That's a big one near that side cushion, Chris. And welcome back. I couldn't hear you. I don't know if our viewers could hear you, but I can certainly hear you now.
Yeah, to reload the signal. Totally okay. Oh, she got to hit her. She has to hit a rail here. She does. So when you go 2 rails on the safe here, you have to make sure you don't go too tight on the 10. You have to make sure you avoid that 10. You have a big wall of balls that you can hide behind here.
Yeah, she's actually left a slice of that 1 sticking out now. I mean, the safety options are few and far between.
Yeah, it felt like only bad things could happen there. I would have preferred to kick or hit it hard, so that way you're creating distance and moving a few balls around instead of just leaving both balls inevitably closer to each other.
Yeah, these balls are just not listening to what Kelly's telling them right now.
I totally understand. Been there many times.
Have a look at the 3-10. She's got the 2-7 into the side pocket if she chooses. I'd like to have seen her dig into that 1 and play this 2 into the corner and attack the 3-10.
Yeah, with the pace, you have to hit the 7 ball to come all the way back down for a position. It's hard to control the 2 ball, so you have to make sure that you can control the 2 ball and making the 2-7 combination. But I think she's going in the corner just to bypass all of that.
Yeah, she's just between 2 minds here. You can tell. Just can't quite settle herself into exactly how to attack this 2.
Good stroke there. Heart of the pocket. So a pro tip for combinations is pretend that there's a pocket on the second ball you're trying to hit and try to hit that pocket with the first object ball. Beautiful. How'd she hit that one, Jim? Okay, I think she's good. Perfect.
Oh, she's all right. We lost sight of the cue ball, Chris, but what a shot on the 10 there. From the position she was in, I did not like her to get that. But she has opened her account here in the second set. Wow, she's really tightening the screws on Kelly Fisher.
Yeah, she's really holding those nerves together and just keeping it simple and playing the shots that are in front of her. She's doing a great job so far.
Well, she's over to the side. She was breaking from the middle in set number 1. Now over to the side cushion. We'll see if this affords any success. And there's your answer.
One on the side.
Look at the 2 and 3.
I think she's able to create a little more leverage and a little more power when she's using the rail and her hand on the rail, so that way she has a sturdy base to kind of generate a little more power. I think that's definitely the key for her on the break this whole next match.
Yeah, she locks that cue in a little better from the side for sure, but what a break that is. And how promising the layout that welcomes her to the table. This 4 goes by the 5. 5's right there. Leave an angle to get back up table for the 6. Oh, sorry, the 4 goes by the 7.
And you could always tell how well it turned out when you look at the opponent's face in the chair. Generally,
no kidding.
A showing sign.
So important here, if she gets this, to just leave a nice angle on that 5.
Yeah, it's a very weird shot though, because you got the 8 blocking the follow, and you got the 10 blocking the draw if you get too steep on it. So you basically almost want to get straight in.
I think that's what she's looking at right now, just kind of in her mind, confirming what you've just said.
Beautiful stroke. Well executed. Might have come up just a little too short on this, but I think she'll be okay. Looks so confident, poised, and ready. She looks very prepared for the moment.
Yeah, when I look for nerves, they're usually exposed with unforced movement, you know, where you see someone maybe taking that extra trip around the table. Yeah, she
Jen,
looks locked in, doesn't she?
Yeah, and also you could tell that she's focused when even on the easier layouts, she's still making sure she takes the time and walks around the table because that's when you let your guard down is those easy layouts. So it's really just she's staying down through the ball and trusting her instincts, but she's taking her time and not forcing anything.
Yeah, very same pre-shot routine.
Just when I said that, she might have gotten a little weird on this ball.
Boy, great recovery, though.
Beautiful stroke. Wow. That was a beautiful shot.
For a 2-0 advantage. Yeah, she's doing precious little wrong. Bojana Šarac 2-0 up on Kelly Fisher. Already secured set number 1. Well, all these Kelly Fisher fans in the house are probably chewing their fingernails down to the bone. There's the statistics. May need your glasses if you want to try and read them. I don't know if are they as small on your screen as they are on mine, Chris?
Yeah.
We gotta,
yeah, it's okay.
We gotta talk to the. We gotta talk to the boys with the buttons in front of them. They gotta make that bigger for me.
Well, they're just trying to keep you on your toes, is all. That's okay.
They know I left my glasses in the car. Rack number 3. And 2-0 already. She won the first set 4-1. And she's in control of set number 2. The Women's Las Vegas Open. Brought to you by the Rums of Puerto Rico.
Dry break here. Getting some low right English to go to the 2 in the side pocket. This could be Kelly's rack if she gets from a 2 to the 3. The 7-10 combo seems like it has something to offer. Unless she breaks that out with the 3. We'll see.
Good opening shot. Maybe a little too straight on the 2.
Yeah, but Jim, I'm sure she's just glad to be at the table.
Yeah, she has been spending a lot of time in her chair.
One nice out here to chip away at the deficit. Get closer to that shootout.
Kelly, much like Allison Fisher, Karen Corr, all the young ladies that came over from the UK, all played snooker long before they changed to pool. And I mean, she was a snooker champion as well, Kelly Fisher.
Yeah, you can tell by her demeanor, and her mechanics are so good over the ball. It's, it helps the game tremendously when everything is set, and all you have to do is deliver the cue.
Just a little off angle here. Chris, I don't know if... Well, she held the cue ball
Good
nicely.
shot there.
And she's
Really
going to go
good
with the
shot there.
7-10
It's a
here.
lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, she had to pinch
So
the
you wanna
pocket
make
a little
sure that
bit to
you-
keep the cue ball on that line.
Yeah, that was a beautiful stroke. A lot harder than it looks. And here you have to overcut the 10 because of the throw. That when they're so close together, they're gonna throw. They're not gonna cut as much as you would think. So make sure we overcut this a little bit. Even aim at the far left point with the aim. And I think she'll
Yeah, and she's got to get
be off to the races.
that cue ball out of the way too. Good shot. Much needed. A 7-10 combination, and Kelly Fisher opens her account in the second set. Still trailing 2-1, but she's got the break to come in rack number 4. And we'll see if there's a comeback in her game plan.
Here we go. This is much better.
Yeah, they knew
listen
I
to
left
us.
my glasses in the car. Yeah, set number 1. It was all Bojana, wasn't it?
Well, even if Kelly Fisher comes back and wins 4-2 this set, then Bojana can at least say that she's up a game in the total race and feel good about that. But if she doesn't win the shootout, I don't think she will feel good about it either way. So maybe it's not as much of a win as I thought initially before I started saying it. Still up 2-1. Come on, one ball. Does it pass the 3? Probably not.
Close. Very close.
Maybe the 3 ball? Would you shoot the 3 ball combo?
I know one thing. I'm in attack mode if I'm Kelly Fisher. Whatever's on offer, I'm going.
I totally agree.
And she's going at the 3.
Good shot there. Is the 4-9
For a
combo
probable
on,
ball.
do you think?
Yeah, I think that's certainly going to be in the game plan, because not going to be able to do much from the 2. Now it's almost guaranteed in the game plan. Unless she feels like she could draw back to the middle of the table and attack the bank on the 4. But I think the 4-9 might be favorite.
Got a little too much pace on that cue ball. And now she's jacked up over the 6, but she still can make the 4-9 combo here. Just pretend like you're hitting the 4 ball to the outer part of the pocket and just pretend the 9 ball isn't even there. She's ducking. Very kind of surprised on that. I think she left it.
Well, yeah, because especially the way that she came to the table and went at the 1-3, you know, you really thought that she was going to try and regain the initiative and just take it away from Bojana.
Yeah, I don't like slow rolling these balls in. I'd much rather go with a little bit of high right English, and try to either hit the 5 or come where the cue ball is now. I would much rather put a little pace on it so I know it's going to get there instead of trusting the table to roll straight. Not saying anything about these tables, just tables in general. You know, I'd rather hit the ball a little more to let my stroke out. Oh, wow. How beautiful was that stroke?
Yeah, I wonder if Kelly is questioning her shot selection now.
She got through that ball so well. She struck it amazingly, and she got rewarded. So, onto the 5, come to the middle of the table for the 6, and come down where near this 10 ball now. Oh, that was the one time I saw her pop up, Jim.
Yeah. A shot that she just had to roll and stay still. She knows it. Flirting with that 10, and it shouldn't even have been in the equation of this shot. She had so much room, so much area to take that cue ball. There's just no excuse for this. So she's got the short cue, and you'd expect her to get this, but there's no way that short cue needed to come out.
Yeah, on that shot, you either go super low below the 10, or you go super high above the 10, just so this doesn't even come into play. But I think she's just going to go and masse around the ball. I don't think she needs to jump it. Yeah, she didn't expect to put that draw on it, though. Let's see if she cuts this ball in or plays safe.
It's all or nothing if she tries to make it in the bottom corner. She's having a look at it now. She knows if this doesn't go in, good chance it's going to hang around that pocket.
Oh, beautiful
what a
shot.
shot.
See if she gets rewarded. Yeah, pretty flat on this ball. But she I used to play shape like that sometimes, and then my partner would say, well, now you have now you have your choice of which pocket to shoot it in. Always look on the bright side.
Thin cut and stretching.
Oh.
So happy and relieved to see that one disappear. 2-2. How badly did she need that? But really, Bojana knows. She had the first look at the winning line here. Now that missed effort in the middle of the table.
And in my experience, Jim, you always have to make the shots that you need to make when a player that is on paper better than you makes a few mistakes and isn't on their game, because they're going to get warmed up eventually, and you want to make sure that you're at a big enough advantage to where once they get warmed up, they can't keep going.
Yeah, you've got them under pressure. Well, Bojana, still, she knows the worst she's going to see in this match is a shootout, so you still got to stay positive.
Yeah, I would say, though, when the person that wins the first set and has to go to a shootout has a disadvantage mentally, because the person that wins the second set is ready to go and pumped up, generally. Oh, no, not the cue ball. Not the cue ball. Okay. Did a ball fall? No? No. She's going off. Oh, wow. I don't know what she's doing. She might be trying to play it behind the 4, directly straight towards it, and play the 1 off of the 2 ball and down to the lower diamond. I'm not sure if she has that angle, but I would personally play the 1 near the 4 and put the cue ball down on the end rail over there. See what she does. Even better that it tied up. Beautiful shot. Good cue ball control. I feel like she's taking what the table gives her, right, Jim?
Yeah, she really didn't force anything there. I mean, it's a pretty tricky layout. I mean, Kelly's got the short cue in hand right now. It's going to be tough to get this safe. And you just felt that she was trusting to luck somewhat. She's left Bojana a chance. But the insurance policy, the 5-9 on the right-hand side of the table. Tricky cueing here, too.
I think she's trying to break that up, and like I was saying, she tried it. When she has success, it's because she's not trying to do too much. She's just playing within the game. And then when she tries to do something too crazy now, it chokes herself on the ball. I think she just needs to go back to just being simple, solid execution.
Oh, this is tricky. If she hits it, she'll make it, because she can only see that side from the side cushion. Wow.
A little too crazy. Well, wow. Yeah, a little too crazy for my taste. But good shot either way. Did you get fortunate?
Aggressive option here from Kelly, though. She's got a wall of colors to duck behind, and certainly the table has matured, though, from a few shots ago. Still a 4. A little bit of a concern where it sits. Well, pretty nice roll there.
What a crazy rack this has been.
Yeah, no kidding. A little bit of a grin from Kelly Fisher. She knew.
All right, I have another weird, wild guess. I think that whoever wins this game, if it goes to a shootout, will win the shootout.
Okay, Chris. Rack number 5. If you're keeping score at home, make a note. We're going to hold Chris accountable.
I'm 1 for 1, so I mean 50% chance on a 2 for 2. Not bad.
Not bad.
Oh, just a touch. It lengthened out a little too much on her. Just a little too much. So the speed was a little less, which meant it lengthened out and went a little longer than she thought. So a little harder on the speed, a little more pace, would have shortened it up just a little bit.
Kelly extracted the mistake. We'll see if she can take it home in this 5th rack. That's not her best shot.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for both of them right now, when you're both struggling, really just keep it simple. And I said that about 40 times today, but it's really big. Is just keep it simple, and don't try to do too much. Right, just play with what shot is there, and get through the ball. The 3 biggest things. Yeah, it didn't look like she was 100% okay. Didn't look like she was 100% confident in that shot.
You know, Chris, that one never threatened the pocket. And the only other shot that she hit like that with a very quick backstroke was that 10 she missed in the very first rack of the match when she left the cue ball near the cushion. You know, a very quick action, no flow, no steadiness, and she looked the same there.
Wow, this table's coming really short. I think she aimed in the correct spot generally. With new cloth, new balls, it's going to lengthen out a little bit, but that's the second kick that she had that came up very short, so I think she needs to adjust to where, she just has to take the hint. Wow.
Yeah, it's just not going according to script, is it? This has been easily the most patchy rack that we've seen.
Yeah, stroke looks a little fast, even on the backstroke.
Yeah, especially when she's looking at a pressure ball.
Good shot there. Yeah, she looks a little fast on these strokes. I don't know if that's normal for her or it just seems a touch fast.
Marginally overhit that. Bojana looking away.
Just remember what I said about the shootout.
Well, shootout now looking favorite. Kelly's won the last 3 racks in a row. Leads 3-2 in a set she has to win. Let's just offered her hand, I think, to apologize. Kelly is probably one of the nicest ladies on tour. I've known her for a long time. I've known actually all of the ladies from the UK. I had met them when they were still playing snooker. But they bring such a warmth, such a presence over to the game of pool. And talk about an air of professionalism, the way they maintain themselves around the table, on and off. Class acts, every one of them. Got to be careful here. I know it's tempting when you see that 10 in close proximity to the ball you're shooting.
Yeah, she's maybe thinking of thinning the 2 and going for it.
Yeah, she might have had to go at the billiard there.
Yeah, let's see what Bojana does here. She's on the rail in a lot of distance. Oh, and hung it up. Still gonna take some work to get back down to the 3 from the 2 ball.
Yeah, she has to catch it very thin.
Yeah, I practice with a lot of my students. You have to hit really thin on the ball, so that way it has more energy to come up instead of off like that. I think she's okay. She can make this work, but she caught it a little too thick and it went wide. Oh my.
Yeah, I didn't expect
A little
the
bit
miss
too
there.
thick. Yeah, it just looks like she's not delivering the cue as she normally does so effortlessly, so, you know, it's probably weighing on her that she's just trying to be a little too quick with things and trying to force it. I think she just needs to trust herself a little more. Just still a lot of Arcadia blue in between this and the 4 ball, though, so you got to make sure you sit on the ball, follow through. Beautiful stroke. What do you think here, Jim? You think it's going to go to a shootout?
Well, I know one thing. It's looking a lot like it's going to go to the 7th rack.
That is true. That is true. Got me there.
Kelly's hoping it gets to a shootout. And she wants to turn you into a profit.
Yeah, that's right. Simple, simple, simple.
Well, you know, Chris, she had one break and run out in this match. Well, what she wouldn't give for break and run out, assuming she gets this. 3-3. Well, they've taken it right to the max.
Jim.
Yeah, it sure is. Bojana knows. Yeah, she does have a lot more power from the side rail.
Yeah, I think it's the correct way to go for her. I think she's hitting a little too thin. She's trying to cut break. Well, who am I to say that didn't work? That worked really well so far. But it's hard to get back when you're jacked up and reaching over the 4 and the 9.
Cross bank here, Chris. I just can't see her.
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah, the way she's queuing at this, I mean, to be able to knock this in and get back over the other side of the table for the 3, and even then she isn't going to be able to get to the 4. Just no value in knocking this in. Not for me anyway. And I mean, these are the moments that decide the winners from the losers. Good decision making and taking what the table gives you.
Yeah, I mean, Hill, I might try to go for this, but the 6 is a big blocker. And that side pocket's very big, so have to be careful with. Don't run into him. Yeah, tough shot. What are you telling yourself if you're Kelly?
Stay the course. You know, just try and hold yourself together, because I'll tell you, I think it's fair to say Kelly hasn't been at her best. And if there was ever a time where she was vulnerable, it's today. Yeah, we've seen that look on her face a few times in this match. It's not really going the way she's used to seeing it go and controlling it. Now she can be very thankful that eight's there. Otherwise, there would have been a 3-10 on offer. And that would have been disaster. But as it is,
it's a really weird shot.
yeah, Kelly, just wondering, where it's kind of all gone wrong. This is a big moment. Can Bojana hold herself together and take advantage? Because they're there. These are very telling moments, aren't they, Chris, for this young player?
Yeah, these are the keys to building confidence right here, is getting out in these kind of games and sealing the match. Looking
She's
good on
perfect.
this end. Side pocket or corner, I guess, is the big decision here.
Yeah, I think she was always playing it in the corner and just ran a little short. So just kind of settling herself again, because you know she's nervous.
Beauty.
Oh, I think she's there. I think she has dodged the shootout.
A little weird. I don't know. We'll see
Yeah,
if
you
I'm
know
wrong
what?
or
That
not.
camera angle just showed me a different look. And this one, it does look a little tricky, doesn't it?
Uh-oh.
Now, the biggest shot she's going to play to this stage in the tournament right here for the win. Bojana Šarac, come on down. This is your time. What a win over Kelly Fisher. Look at her. You want to see delight? It's etched all over this young lady's face. Held herself together, and what a win for her. She moves on. Kelly's still alive too, but what a win for Bojana Šarac from Serbia. Tremendous effort. And you've got to be impressed, Chris.
I'm very impressed, and I'm sure that was like a monkey off her back, because I'm not sure if this is the first time she's beat Kelly, but I know it's one of the first times, because she's, coming in her own as a player, and it's great to see when younger players start beating the, not saying it's good to see, but, it's good to see that they're competitive with them.
Yeah, it is. Well, we've enjoyed it. We certainly hope you have. And for Chris Reinhold, I'm Jim White. Still a lot of pool action. It's a long day coming your way here from the Rio. We hope you're going to join us for more action. But for now, we will see you later.